20 strange cat behaviors explained what your cat is desperately trying to tell you. Your cat licks you. Cute, right? You probably take it as a sign of love. I used to think the same, until I started paying closer attention. That lick might not be affection. It might be a silent scream, a desperate signal you're not picking up, and that's not the only one. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe for weekly tips on decoding your cat's hidden language. That's why in this video on 20 cat behaviors you're probably misreading, I'm going to break them all down. What they look like, what they mean, and when they could be a warning sign. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood behaviors of all. Number 1. Why does my cat raise its butt when I pet it? You reach out to pet your cat, and they immediately arch their back and stick their butt in the air. A little strange, maybe even awkward. But what you're witnessing is one of the most intimate trust gestures in feline behavior. That area, right where the tail meets the back, is loaded with nerve endings. It feels good to be touched there, but only if the cat trusts you completely. It's not about dominance or submission. It's about comfort, vulnerability, and sensory bonding. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. If your cat is female and not spayed, this could be a sign she's in heat and ready to mate. In that case, the raised rear isn't affection. It's biology. And it doesn't end there. Cats also use their tail base as a scent distribution zone. When they lift it and rub against you, they're sharing pheromones that help reinforce the bond between you and them. It's the same greeting they'd give to their best feline friend. So the next time your cat does this, don't laugh it off. You're receiving a rare mix of physical affection, emotional trust, and primal communication. Number 2. Why does my cat meow so much? We've all experienced it. Your cat won't stop meowing from the moment you get up to the moment you leave the room. It might feel like attention-seeking, but the truth is far more layered. Excessive vocalization in cats can mean many things, and none of them should be ignored. The obvious one is hunger. But if you've ruled that out, your cat could be meowing because they're anxious, overstimulated, confused, or even experiencing physical pain. Cats that are bored or understimulated often develop vocal habits as a way to cope. Others might feel lonely, especially if they're the only pet in the home, or if you've recently changed your routine. Unspayed or unneutered cats meow excessively when they're in heat. It's their way of advertising for a mate. That's normal, but still something to manage responsibly. And here's something every cat owner needs to know. Siamese cats and other Oriental breeds are naturally more vocal. They have conversations with you. But even the chattiest cat has a baseline. If that baseline suddenly changes, it could mean something is medically wrong. If your cat suddenly starts meowing more than usual, or if the sound of the meow itself changes in pitch or intensity, get them to a vet. Vocalization can be the first outward symptom of serious illness. Number 3. Why does my cat lick me and then bite me? One moment your cat is licking you lovingly, the next they're biting your hand. What happened? Did you offend them? Are they angry? Not exactly. This confusing interaction is often referred to as a love bite, but it's more accurately a signal that your cat has reached their stimulation threshold. Grooming, especially on you, is a sign that they accept you as part of their social group. But when petting or grooming goes on too long, it can cross a line. Cats become overstimulated quickly, especially in sensitive areas like the belly or lower back. When they lick and then bite, they're not turning on you, they're communicating. Learn to read the signals. If their ears start to flatten, their tail begins to twitch, or their body becomes stiff, it's time to back off. They're warning you before resorting to a more serious bite. Alternatively, if their tail is up and ears are forward, it might simply be play, a mock fight. They want to wrestle, not war. Understanding this subtle switch between affection and boundary setting will help you avoid conflict and deepen your bond. Number 4. Why is my cat suddenly hiding? Your normally social cat vanishes. No cuddles, no meows. just a pair of glowing eyes under the bed. Most owners think their cat is just being aloof, but this behavior could be a medical emergency in disguise. In the wild, when cats are sick or in pain, they hide to protect themselves from predators. That instinct remains deeply ingrained, even in our domesticated house cats. If your cat suddenly starts hiding in dark, quiet places and avoids contact, pay attention. Especially if it's paired with other changes like loss of appetite, labored breathing, vomiting, or not using the litter box. Hiding isn't just a personality quirk, it's a survival tactic. Your cat might be trying to tell you, something is wrong and I don't know how to ask for help. Veterinarians warn, if your cat isolates for more than 24 hours, you should treat it as a potential red flag. Early detection of pain or illness can mean the difference between a treatable issue and something far more serious. Number 5. Why does my cat sit in my spot when I get up? You get up from the couch, walk away for 5 seconds, and boom, your cat has taken your exact spot. While it might feel like a little power play, what's really happening is far more affectionate. Your seat holds your heat and your scent, 2 things your cat craves. Cats are drawn to warmth by nature. Their ideal body temperature is much higher than ours, so they actively seek out heated surfaces. But it's not just the warmth. They're absorbing your scent to feel close to you, and they're also leaving a bit of their own scent behind. This mutual exchange creates a shared scent profile, a kind of family smell that comforts your cat. Territorial cats may also sit in your spot as a way of marking it. It's their polite way of saying, "This human belongs to me." Far from rudeness, this habit is a multi-sensory bonding ritual, and every time they do it, they're reinforcing their attachment to you. Number 6. Why do cats love cardboard boxes? You buy your cat the most expensive, high-tech toy you can find, and what do they fall in love with? The cardboard box it came in. While it might seem like your cat is just being contrarian or quirky, this behavior is actually hardwired into their biology. In the wild, cats are ambush predators. They rely on stealth and patience to take down prey. A cardboard box provides the perfect hiding place from which they can observe their environment while remaining unseen. It gives them a sense of control, safety, and tactical advantage. That enclosed space makes them feel secure in the same way a cave or burrow would protect a wild feline. But there's more. Cardboard also offers satisfying texture for scratching and chewing. It retains heat, smells interesting, and absorbs their scent, all of which contribute to a sense of territory and ownership. Shelter studies show that cats with access to hiding boxes adapt faster, show fewer signs of stress, and demonstrate improved overall well-being. So no, your cat isn't being weird. Their obsession with boxes is a survival mechanism disguised as play. Providing access to safe hiding spaces is one of the most effective ways to improve your cat's mental health. Number 7. Why does my cat knead me with its paws? When your cat presses their paws rhythmically into your lap, your blanket, or even your stomach, they're not just being cute. This behavior, often called making biscuits, is deeply rooted in kittenhood. Kittens need their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow during nursing. That motion becomes associated with warmth, nourishment, and comfort. When adult cats knead, they're tapping into those early feelings of safety and love. It's not a random habit, it's a powerful emotional throwback. But kneading serves another purpose. Cats have scent glands in their paws, and every time they knead you, they're depositing their personal scent. In essence, they're marking you as part of their social group. You are their person, their territory, their family. Some cats even purr, drool, or close their eyes while kneading. These signs point to deep relaxation and total trust. When your cat needs you, they're saying, "You make me feel as safe as I did with my mother." It's one of the most profound forms of feline affection, and the more they do it, the more they're reinforcing that sacred bond between you. Number 8. Why is my cat licking itself bald? Cats are clean animals. Grooming is normal. But when your cat starts licking the same area repeatedly until the fur thins or disappears altogether, you're no longer seeing self-care. You're witnessing a cry for help. This behavior is called overgrooming, or clinically psychogenic alopecia, and it can be caused by both physical and emotional distress. On the physical side, your cat might be dealing with parasites, allergies, skin infections, or pain in the underlying tissue. If grooming is localized, for example, only on one leg or side, it might indicate arthritis or even nerve discomfort. But overgrooming is also a classic sign of psychological stress. Cats lick themselves to self-soothe. Changes in routine, new pets, loss of a companion, moving house, or even boredom can lead to compulsive grooming. It's the feline equivalent of nail-biting or hair-pulling in humans. If you see bald spots, irritated skin, or an increase in hairballs, don't dismiss it. This is one of the most overlooked but serious signs that something is wrong, internally or emotionally. A trip to the vet is essential, followed by environmental or behavioral adjustments if no medical cause is found. Number 9. Why are my cat's pupils so dilated? Your cat's pupils naturally dilate in low light to let in more vision. But what if they're wide open in broad daylight? That's not just unusual, it could be a signal of distress. Dilated pupils in cats can indicate heightened arousal, fear, pain, or even severe illness. When your cat is startled, anxious, or excited, their body prepares to react. Pupil dilation is part of that fight or flight mechanism. But persistent or unexplained dilation can be linked to more serious health issues, including high blood pressure, neurological disorders, or toxicity. In older cats, it can be an early warning sign of hyperthyroidism or hypertension, both of which can damage vision or lead to heart problems if untreated. Of course, pupils also dilate during moments of joy or anticipation, like when your cat is about to play or receive food. Context matters. But if your cat's eyes are frequently or constantly dilated without clear reason, don't ignore it. It's not just cute. It could be your first and only early warning of a deeper issue. Number 10. Why does my cat sleep on top of me? There's nothing quite like the weight of a warm, purring cat asleep on your chest. But beyond the comfort it brings you, this behavior is loaded with meaning, especially when viewed through the lens of cat body language. According to feline behaviorists, when a cat chooses to sleep on you, they're making an enormous statement of trust. In the wild, sleep is the ultimate vulnerability. Cats only let their guard down when they feel completely safe. So when they curl up on your body, they're placing themselves inside your protection zone. There's also a physical reason behind it. Your body is a constant heat source, and cats instinctively seek out warmth. But it goes deeper than just temperature. They're drawn to your scent, the rhythm of your breathing, and the sound of your heartbeat. These are comforting signals that lower stress and promote emotional regulation in your cat. Some experts in feline behavior point out that cats often choose to sleep on their owners after emotional disruptions, such as moving, a long absence, or changes in the home. It's a form of reconnection, their way of saying, "You're my safe space." So while it may feel like a cozy cuddle, this action is actually one of the clearest trust signals in cat behavior, a profound form of emotional bonding, rooted in both biology and survival instinct. Number 11. What does it mean when a cat slow blinks at you? You're sitting across the room, and your cat catches your gaze. Then something strange happens. They slowly close their eyes and open them again. Most people assume their cat is just getting sleepy. But according to feline behaviorists, this is one of the most profound and intentional forms of cat body language. This gesture is called the slow blink, and it's essentially the feline equivalent of saying, "I trust you completely." In the animal kingdom, closing your eyes in front of another creature is a major act of vulnerability. It means letting your guard down entirely. So when your cat slow blinks at you, they're showing that they feel deeply secure in your presence. It's their silent way of saying, You're not a threat. You're my person. Even more incredible, you can respond in kind. Try slow blinking back. If your cat returns the gesture, you've just shared a trust exchange, one that many cat behavior experts describe as the foundation of emotional bonding between felines and humans. If you want to build a deeper connection with your cat, understanding subtle cues like the slow blink is one of the most powerful places to begin. If you're finding this eye-opening, hit the like button and drop a comment below. How many of these signs have you noticed in your own cat? Let's see how well we're all understanding our feline friends. Number 12. Why does my cat unroll toilet paper? You walk into your bathroom and the scene is chaos. Toilet paper everywhere. Torn, unrolled, shredded like a miniature war zone. It might seem like mischief or even spite, but according to feline behaviorists, what you're actually witnessing is pure, instinct-driven behavior. That fluttering roll of toilet paper behaves just like prey. It moves unpredictably. It unravels when touched. It mimics the erratic motion of a small animal. To your cat, it's the perfect target. The tearing, the chase, the destruction, it all provides a deeply satisfying release for their hunting instincts. But there's more. When your cat digs into that roll, they're not just playing, they're also marking territory. Cats have scent glands in their paws, and by shredding the paper, they're leaving behind a scent signature that says, "This is mine." This act combines hunting practice, stress relief, and scent communication, all packed into one dramatic scene. So while it might drive you crazy, this behavior is actually a cry for more stimulation. It's a sign your cat needs enriched playtime and interactive outlets. Providing toys that mimic prey, rotating their environment, and giving them opportunities for active hunting behavior indoors can help. And if you're learning to decode your cat's more chaotic habits, remember, even destruction is a form of cat body language, one that deserves to be understood, not punished. Number 13. Why does my cat bring me gifts? You open your front door or wake up in the morning only to find a dead mouse or maybe a feather toy placed neatly at your feet. You might feel shocked or even disgusted, but to your cat, this is a proud moment. According to feline behaviorists, bringing prey or prey-like objects is one of the most meaningful forms of cat communication. In feline society, sharing food is a gesture of care and bonding. Mother cats teach their kittens how to hunt by offering them gifts. First dead animals, then live ones to practice on. When your cat presents you with a gift, whether it's a real animal or a favorite toy, they're not just playing. They're treating you like family, perhaps as a kitten in need of training or a partner they trust and care for deeply. Some experts believe this behavior stems from a blend of instinct and emotional connection. Indoor cats, without real prey, often transfer the same drive to inanimate objects, bringing you socks, plush mice, or household items with a sense of ritualistic pride. It's not gross, it's personal, a symbolic offering wrapped in ancient instinct. So when your cat gives you a gift, resist the urge to scold or push them away. You're receiving one of the highest signs of feline respect, a message that says, "You're mine, I protect you, I want you to thrive." Learning to recognize these moments for what they are will help you interpret the deeper layers of cat behavior and bonding, and strengthen your relationship in return. Have you ever received a weird gift from your cat? Share your funniest or creepiest story in the comments. Number 14. Why does my cat drink from the toilet instead of the bowl? You spend money on a fancy filtered water fountain, only to find your cat drinking from the sink, your glass, or, worse, the toilet. It's not defiance. It's deeply rooted evolutionary behavior, and something many feline behaviorists and vets see regularly. In the wild, cats instinctively avoid still water near food or carcasses. Stagnant water can harbor bacteria, and felines evolved to associate it with danger. Running water, on the other hand, is perceived as fresh and safe, hence the fascination with dripping faucets or toilet bowls. Your cat's highly sensitive nose may also detect odors or chemicals that you can't. Plastic bowls, scented detergents, or even proximity to food or litter boxes can deter them. In fact, many cats refuse water bowls that are placed too close to food, something that goes against their wild instincts. According to vet advice on feline hydration, material and location matter. Many cats prefer glass, ceramic, or stainless steel over plastic and respond better to wide, shallow bowls that don't irritate their whiskers. So if your cat is avoiding their water bowl, don't dismiss it as picky behavior. It's a meaningful sign, a reflection of natural survival instincts. Try adjusting placement, switching to a different material, or adding a pet-safe water fountain. Helping your cat stay properly hydrated is essential for kidney function, digestion, and overall health, and understanding their preferences is the first step. Number 15. Why does my cat yowl at night? You're sound asleep, and then it begins. That haunting, echoing wail from the hallway. Your cat has suddenly become a midnight opera singer, and you have no idea why. But this isn't just random nocturnal noise, it's cat communication and often a reflection of deeper needs or instincts. Cats are crepuscular by nature, meaning they're most active during dawn and dusk. When the house is dark and quiet, they feel free to vocalize. And according to feline behaviorists, this behavior may have multiple causes. Yowling at night can be a mating call, especially in unspayed or unneutered cats. It may also be territorial, triggered by the scent or sound of other animals outside. In many cases, it's emotional. Cats left alone in a silent house may call out for comfort or connection. Senior cats in particular are known to develop nighttime vocalizations due to cognitive decline. Much like human dementia, feline cognitive dysfunction can cause confusion, anxiety, and vocal outbursts when familiar cues disappear in the dark. Vet advice is clear. If your cat suddenly begins yowling at night, take it seriously. Keep a behavior log, look for other changes, and consult a professional if the behavior persists. Vocalization is rarely meaningless. It's one of the most expressive forms of cat body language, especially when something is wrong. So the next time your cat wakes the house with their solo performance, remember, it's not just noise, it's a message. And understanding that message can make all the difference for their well-being. Number 16. Why does my cat show its belly? You walk into the room and your cat rolls over on their back, paws in the air, exposing their soft, fluffy belly. It looks like an invitation, a clear signal that they want a belly rub. But the moment you reach down, you're met with all 4 paws and a set of teeth. What just happened? Welcome to one of the most misunderstood behaviors in feline communication, the belly trap. Here's the truth. When a cat shows you their belly, it is not always an invitation to touch. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat's body. It houses all the vital organs. So when a cat rolls over and exposes that area to you, they are demonstrating extreme trust. They are saying, "I feel safe enough with you to let my guard down." But that doesn't mean they want you to touch it. Reaching for their belly can activate an automatic defense response. Even the most affectionate cat may react by clawing, kicking, or biting. It's not aggression, it's reflex. Their body is protecting its most critical zone. Their body is protecting its most critical zone. Learn to read your cat's full body language. A relaxed tail, soft eyes, and a lack of tension in the limbs may mean they're open to a gentle stroke. But if the tail twitches or the body stiffens, take a step back. Respecting this boundary is key to building lasting trust. Number 17. Why does my cat scratch the furniture? You've provided scratching posts, pads, mats, even fancy vertical towers. But your cat still chooses your couch, your doorframe, or your table legs. It feels like sabotage, but it's actually survival. Scratching isn't just about sharpening claws. It's a complex, instinctual behavior tied to territory, emotion, and physical health. When cats scratch, they're doing 3 things. First, they're shedding the outer layers of their claws to keep them healthy. Second, they're stretching their back, legs, and spine, essential for muscle health and flexibility. Third, and most importantly, they're marking territory. Cats have scent glands in their paws. Every scratch leaves both a visible mark and a chemical message that says, "This is mine." And they prefer to scratch areas that matter, places rich in your scent. That's why they ignore the scratching post and go for your sofa. It smells like you. It's in a high-traffic emotional zone. They want to merge their scent with yours. The fix: don't just give them a scratching post. Give them one tall enough for a full-body stretch, made of satisfying texture and placed in the locations they already scratch. You're not just redirecting behavior, you're meeting a need. Number 18. Why does my cat stare at me without blinking? You look up and see your cat staring at you. No blinking, no movement, just an intense, almost unsettling gaze that feels like they're reading your thoughts. In a way, they are. Cats are natural observers. They communicate less through sound and more through body language. That intense stare isn't meant to creep you out. It's how they gather information. They're watching your routines, reading your posture, studying your expressions, and learning how you behave. Over time, this helps them predict when you'll feed them, when you're about to sit down, or when you're not feeling well. But there's another layer. Some behaviorists believe cats stare at their humans to influence behavior. They use eye contact as a form of communication and control. And let's be honest, how often has your cat stared at you until you got up and did something they wanted? The next time your cat locks eyes with you, consider what they might be saying. Are they curious, waiting, communicating hunger or affection? That look is never random. It's always part of a conversation, even if it's silent. Number 19. Why is my cat obsessed with plastic bags? Your cat discovers a plastic bag, and suddenly it's the most fascinating thing in the world. They bite it, lick it, chew on it, or even try to crawl inside it. But this behavior, while amusing on the surface, can actually be dangerous and might signal deeper issues. The crinkling sound of plastic mimics the rustling of prey in leaves or grass. That activates your cat's hunting drive. The texture is similar to animal skin, but there's more. Some plastics are made with animal-derived ingredients like stearates or lanolin, which your cat can smell and taste. This is why they might lick plastic packaging obsessively. But in more serious cases, this behavior could indicate pica, a compulsive craving to eat non-food items. Pica in cats can be linked to nutritional deficiencies, anxiety, boredom, or even underlying medical issues like gastrointestinal disorders or diabetes. If your cat occasionally plays with plastic, it's probably harmless. But if they obsessively lick or eat it, you need to intervene. Ingesting plastic can cause choking, blockages, or poisoning. It's vital to redirect their focus with safe, stimulating toys and consult your vet to rule out underlying causes. Number 20. Why does my cat cover its face while sleeping? Your cat is curled up tightly, paws covering their eyes, looking like a tiny vampire. It's adorable, but this sleep pose is more than just cute. It's functional, instinctual, and revealing. First, by covering their face, your cat is blocking out light. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. During the day, the bright light might disrupt their rest, so they instinctively shield their eyes. Second, it helps retain body heat. Cats prefer warmer environments than humans. Tucking their nose and face under a paw helps them conserve warmth, especially in drafty areas or during colder seasons. And third, sometimes the position is accidental. Many cats fall asleep mid-grooming and end up with their paw over their face. But even then, the position is protective. It covers their eyes and face, another vulnerable area, in case they're startled awake. So while it might look like a funny sleeping habit, it's actually a beautifully efficient survival pose. Your cat's instincts never truly switch off, even in their deepest sleep. If you've ever wondered what your cat is trying to tell you, This is the kind of insight that helps us decode their hidden language. Subscribe for weekly expert-backed tips on feline behavior, trust signals, and how to truly understand your cat.